So they'll be calling you a radical. So they've emergency closed the earliest in history on the mouth of the Columbia River. They're trying to feed the starving to death. Juvenile orcas, live salmon, won't eat. Ecological collapse. Oh, it's just red tide in Florida. It's just the plumes. And now, hear me out. Is it even possible? The scientists are always mystified. They're always baffled. They're always puzzled. They're always perplexed. We have this perfect fucking storm in this country. Fucking science fiction economics, Ayn Rand Greenspan. We have a populace that is 100% lock, stock, barrel fucking in going along with a government that has a war declared on the ecology. They're all for it, all in. We have a populace that is 100% in the United States that is just swallowed, gulped up this usury freaking consume this and consumption mad populace. They're insane. Oh, always been no. Make up less than 4% of the world's population consuming well over 40 now. They've gone mad. Pacific Ocean dies. Atlantic Ocean dies. Gulf of Mexico dies. Ecology dies. Insects, animals, birds, freaking stock market makes all-time highs. Trumpism versus Obamacans. It's a perfect storm. So one, you have housing bubble from hell. 18 years was negative freaking sponsored interest rate. Military industrial complex. Fear. Pay the dragon slayer boogeyman. Psychopaths, hypnotized populace, Operation Foxconn fucking news, alt media who's insane, Jesus died so I could be rich, a baby boomer populace that'll take no self-responsibility, obey, consume. So you got anybody who owns a house, they're just spending it up, traveling around, you know, the housing bubble. And if you don't own a house and you're renting, you're working 5 jobs trying to pay the fucking rent. So, first, one, the epic salmon collapse that's going on. So they reached their quota, the earliest in history. Now why? Now this is why. Now hear me out. There's 152,000 in the entire Columbia over the Bonneville for the year. What should be right now? Well over 600,000. They had lower projections of 1.5 million. It's even lower than last year's catastrophe. Alaska's a catastrophe. I mean the Anchor River's done. Oh, you ought to see that number. I'll post it. You know, it's a catastrophe. No one cares. Because they're in this, this selfish, the United States government. I mean, they're nuts. They're insane. So, these fish are starving. So, they're catching whatever ones are coming in. So, they see I think there was 323 yesterday that made it to the Bonneville. I mean, this is the time of year it's starting to go crazy. It's starting to really amp up. Should have had 1,500. These guys know. They're looking. They're like, oh, shit. You know, how can this be? Based on record escapement, records say they're dying in the Pacific Ocean. Oh, it's just the blob. Scientists are mystified. They're baffled. They're puzzled. And I want to say this about red tide. The collapse is going in, in Florida. The Atlantic, you go up to the upper Atlantic in New England saying catastrophe. Look, I call it Fukushima. Now, is Fukushima just Fukushima? The gas and the vapor? Well, I'll tell you what, it's the crowning jewel. It's the capitulation to all of this. Oh, they just used a laser weapon. I like all this fucking they, because you forget, you refuse to be we. You refuse to understand this as a community. You refuse to understand this as we. You refuse to participate. You're born to suck air, fucking earth crawl. That's the problem. Me, to your own death, your own personal Ponzi scheme. So, the orca, they're starving to death. They eat salmon. Other whales, they eat plankton. They're starving to death also. Big fish eat little fish. It's the ecology, stupid. So, this catastrophe is it's on. So now there's a report coming out on the decommissioning of one of the military nuclear ships. And they can't get it decommissioned. Too much waste, costing a fortune, because they have nuclear reactors on these nuclear ships. What about the USS Reagan? Wait till you start. They got nowhere to put it. Hanford, Whip. This nuclear waste is coming apart, all this stuff. We just keep making more. Little new scales get a grant from the government to make more. This is catastrophe. So, the smoking gun, we don't count dead tide pools, old Kevin Blanche says. We don't count dead humans at bone marrow transplant centers. Oh, Kevin Blanch does. We count every fucking salmon. Now remember that record returns in 2015. Record. Expecting record returns in 20, they go to sea for 5 years. Whoop, 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 bleep. This is not a gradual crash. This is a mega acute global catastrophe that's going on in these oceans. I mean, this stuff's spread all over. It's had 2,700 days. You throw that in with all the fucking, you know, big ag fucking dumping into the ocean, fucking sewers fucking dumping in the ocean with your Viagra and your fucking, the plastic, fucking the toxics, the fucking cars. How about the airplanes fucking everywhere? Consume. You throw that in, throw fucking multiple nuclear meltdowns on it for 2,700 days, fucking bringing star power to Earth. Throw that out, which I call Fuktonium. It's killing the fucking Earth. You know, and you have a government that's going along, you have a populace that's all God's will, bro. Selfish, Tim shall thou mayest. Fucking read your own books, fuckers. You know, so this is, the salmon collapse, emergency close, is a big deal. You didn't want to believe me 5 years ago. For Kevin Blanch, son of Cassandra. I warned all this. Great Salt Lake empty? Don't care. Fuck, what do you give a fuck? Cancer rates, brothers died, fucking sister died, nephew died, uncle died, fucking cousin fucking died. Everybody got cancer. I just could take some pills and pop out. Because I'm going to heaven. No, you're going to hell. You know, so as you turn this place into that, I mean, look in the fucking mirror. This obey consumption mad populace is insane. We're just traveling all over, you know. We travel, blah, blah, blah. Fuck, leave our shit on the fucking beach. Fucking tide pools are fucking dead. I mean, this is acute. All post-Fukushima. All post-Fukushima. Not going on for years. Record returns in 2015. Look it up. Record return. Denial is not a fucking river. Denial is a dead Pacific Ocean. Trying to decommission the ships. Oh, this clean, green, too cheap to fucking meter. Greatest fucking catastrophe in human history. The great United States of America. I like how you call it America. We used to make fun of that. Anybody call it America, well, fuck. Remember when we were kids, we'd laugh. It'd be a foreigner. America, what? We'd laugh. This is the United States. America? What America? America's a fucking gigantic continent. Gigantic. You know, a lot of the world teaches us 5 continents. America's 1. You know, even if it's 2. America, made in America, where? Honduras, Costa Rica, Argentina, Chile, Canada, Mexico, you know, Panama, Haiti, fucking Trumpettes versus Obama cans. It's all God's will, bro. I'm going to heaven. What a disgusting, sickening. The United States has waged war on, you know, I've tried. Thank you to everybody who supported this historic work, but we need to keep going. This is an epic time. I've got a lot going on, you know. I told you, and nobody wanted to believe me. I remember I was walking the coast of California in this fish cop, in the central coast of California. I've never seen the ocean so healthy. I says, maybe you should get out of your fucking truck. Come here, let me show you something. That's when all the debris was washing up. I had cancer, I was washing them nowhere. By the time he left, he had one of my Pacific Genocide stickers on his truck. I'd like to run into that guy in that. And I says, oh, get ready, fucker. Fukushima's. I mean, I call it Fuktonium. I mean, these fires, it's a gas. The atmosphere's burning. Bringing star power to Earth. It's a vapor. It's a plasma. It's a fucking gas. You mix in this nuclear fallout, fucking bring star power to Earth, with all this other overconsumption. Too many fucking cars. Too many fucking bars. Fucking, let's go after the fucking stars on fucking Mars now. I mean, what the fuck? Mix it all together. The crowning jewel. Major nuclear fucking meltdowns. Let's build more. Clean, green, too cheap to fucking meter. Hanford, fucking whip, San Onofre. And I want to say this is San Onofre. This pisses me off. So now all the media is posting that video around. You wouldn't even have that video if it wasn't for us grassrooters. You wouldn't be shut down. I mean, we do all the work. So, just like I say, who's the fucking media? The Patch? Fuck you. LA Times? Fuck you. San Diego Observer, fuck you. Channel 10, Channel 8, fuck you. We're the fucking media. Who the fuck needs you? You know, you steal our shit, we get it out. You underestimated us. Who fucking needs you? Fucking anonymous, let's get to work. Let's get to work and start outing these fucking rats. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're stumped. Always, every time. There's only 2 possible outcomes of that. 1, they're just lying, lazy derelicts, which that's 99% of them. Just collect their check. obey, consume, fly around, pat themselves. How would another suppose they don't do any fucking work? A real PhD, hypothesis of new knowledge, which Kevin Blanch did. Then you fucking do at least 4.5 years. I did 7 years of field work. Then you defend your fucking work, thus the new knowledge. Greatest PhD in human history, Kevin Blanch, son of Cassandra. I predicted every bit of this, including the Great Salt Lake going dead. Fucking typos going dead. Fucking this whole collapse. I predicted every bit of it. And here, give me one more prediction. Get ready, because this housing bubble is going to fucking burst so hard this fucking fall. I say it's going to start in September. So is the market going to burst. You know, if you want to participate and fucking get involved with me, well, fucking help a guy out. You know, you don't have to be in the street. I understand. You know, nobody who can do what I do. I get that. You know, you're working trying to pay the fucking rent. I understand. But at least support the fucking work. I have a lot to do. I got to get to Vienna. Now, if I'm going to go to Austria, I'm going to take these guys on. Because the General Council's there the 16th of September. I got to get flights now. And I got to get rooms. I got a place to stay if I'm going to do it. You know, I got to go now. So I've got to raise real quick, all right, pronto monto, $3,000-4,000. Probably more. I mean, I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot going on at San Onofre, a lot going on at WIP. I mean, a lot with the DOE, you know, with or without you. Thank you to everybody who supports the historic work. You know, the fight goes on. We're not giving up. Stand tuned.